But it makes me think to myself about the old days and how times have changed having social media. I really cannot find a place where I can just sit and talk, and I'm just Hey folks, Lester here. I'm really excited today. I want to show y'all what we got gifted in the mail this week. Look here. That is a premium poultry block. Now folks, in all of my life, I never even knew they made these things. That's crazy to me. And so this could not have come at a better time. You know, we're about to put our chickens up for the next 3 or 4 days. We got really cold weather coming in. And I mean, when I say really cold, I mean blistering cold. And we have got our chicken coop all ready. It's all lined with hay, really thick hay. And we're going to move chickens over there for the next couple of days with the heat lamp and all. And so this is just perfect timing to give them a little chance to get at least get off the roost and nibble on some stuff, you know, along with all that we feed them. But I want to say thank you for this. I want to say thank you so very much. So the noise that you hear on the back side of this wall would be Ringo. Most of y'all can identify the sound of that bell anywhere, which is the point of having a bell on Ringo. To me, it's like an early warning system. What do they call that? The little missiles that come in, they have to have the early warning. Yeah, but for all the other animals, I think, yeah, that would be Ringo. Y'all want to see this, don't you? I know you want to see it. As much as you guys love to be mad at him and get on to him for this and that, Ringo, he is quite the character. So what he's done is, I was doing some sweeping, you know, cleaning a few things up, and some of the stuff I swept went underneath the wall of the barn there, and Ringo's found the little spot he could nibble on it. And so he wants it all to himself, and he doesn't want to share with anybody else. And so, yeah, I was thinking about that poultry block, and it reminded me of what was going on here recently with Annie and Ernie. You know, we've probably had 100 folks sit here and comment on Annie and Ernie and their mating rituals, and they referred me to a guy they thought I had no idea about. But in the actuality, let me get back out of the wind here. It's really cold today, folks, and very windy. So I'm gonna try to sit right here with Goldie here behind me. No, in actuality, Daniel Arms, who runs Arms Family Homestead, is actually a friend of mine. And he and I have been, let's just say, Facebook and social media friends for about 2 years now. I first ran across Daniel's page whenever we were having an issue with one of our goats having babies. You all hear this, right? Yeah, I'm trying to get out of the wind, and I thought by sitting here I could kind of block some of that wind. But my goodness, all the stuff going on here up beside me. No, Daniel Arms and I ran across his page and reached out to him a couple of years ago with something, and ever since then we have been pretty good friends. We've contacted each other back and forth about different things going on around our different places. Really, what can you do? Just give me a second. All right, I finally found me a place. Oh my goodness. I think I finally found a place where I can video some animals, but still be out of the wind. And so I can talk a little bit more about this whole thing between a lot of folks on social media. So guys, I hope that you realize that even though Daniel and I are friends, and I've made friends with several folks who have pretty big pages on YouTube and Facebook, it's very uncommon for folks who actually make content, YouTubers, to have the time to sit and watch other YouTubers. And so I had no idea that Daniel and family actually raise alpacas. So I appreciate you guys letting me know about Daniel. Look at Beverly over here. She's at that age, folks. I appreciate you guys letting me know that Daniel had alpacas, and so I did reach out to him. We have communicated back and forth. But it makes me think to myself about the old days and how times have changed having social media. I really cannot find a place where I can just sit and talk. And I'm just... But no, it's seldom that I get a chance to actually look at social media and follow along with other people's journeys. I know Daniel does some really neat things, but he does have a homestead, and homesteading is quite a bit different than running a sanctuary. So, but that doesn't mean that he and I cannot communicate and dialogue and go back and forth on the best ways to take care of our babies. Because, and Daniel is a wealth of knowledge. Hey, funny story, and I'll put that little screenshot on here. Daniel and I was on my bus route a couple of days ago, and I heard my phone going off. I can't answer it when I'm driving for obvious reasons. But I pull my bus over at the stop, and I look at my phone, and it's a text from Daniel. And this is funny. You guys know that Daniel has a son about Lex's age. And he says, hey, guess what? Houston, that's his son's name. That's an awesome name, by the way. Houston just ran across your page, and he came in there saying, hey, Dad, you should check this guy out. And Daniel's like, Houston, Lester and I have been friends for a while now. Anyway, Houston had no idea. Then that was really cute because, like I say, Houston's a huge part of his videos, and it's very rare that you can see a video from Arms Family Homestead without seeing Houston do the intro or the outro to that video. And so that was just really cute. I actually invited Daniel and family to come down and visit. They do RVing every once in a while, and I said, you know what, that would be a really neat video, us to collaborate, and you guys come over here and hang out and see what we do, and then at some point we'll go up there and see what you guys do. I would love to visit that state. I've driven through Oklahoma on our way back from Kansas City last year, and it was a nighttime drive, and there was snow and ice, so I was terrified. But yeah, their piece of property looks beautiful. Anywho, now I used a video snippet from Daniel a while back, and probably okay, listen. So in my opinion, it might have been the funniest video I ever made. And it was comparing goats, our little herd of goats, of course, led by yours truly, Ringo, compared to Daniel's little herd of goats. Anyway, I will show y'all that little video here just to kind of wrap this thing up.
I'm sure that'll get their attention. They'll probably come running. Come on, goats. Run. Come on, goats. Come on. Oh. Drop my bucket of feed. Come on, goats.
It's here.
Run.
Oh my goodness.
So as you can tell, they come in all different colors, okay? So these two small ones right here are some young Kiko does. That red one back there is a Kiko doe.
We got hook up the rear, hook up the rear, hook up the rear, hook up the rear.
Run.
Ringo. Get out. Sure. Stuck your head in. Move your heads. I can't pour like this. I can't pour like this. There's one between my legs. Now there's two between my legs. All right, here we go. Come on. There we go. Come on, girl. There you go. But I want to thank y'all for letting us know about other pages where we can find information. But yes, Daniel Arms with Arms Family Homestead. If y'all want to follow a really neat page. Of course, like I said, he does homesteading, whereas we do rescue sanctuary stuff. So our purposes are very different. But he knows his animals. I will say that. He's also a retired DPS officer for his state, which is awesome. And you know how I admire and respect anybody in law enforcement and armed services. Along with, sheesh, don't make me start listing all the folks I respect and admire out there, because we got your medical fields and your first responders of all sorts. Yeah, we've known each other for a bit now. Great guy. All right, folks, thank you so much. Enjoy the video. And thank you again for suggesting things to us and directing us to other pages that can be helpful in what we do around here. I will say one last thing. If anybody has any ideas for how we can take care of our geese, our ducks, and our chickens are fine, but in this really cold weather we're having, guys, it's going to get down into the teens. As a matter of fact, it actually says 10 degrees on Monday night going into Tuesday. And we here in Texas have never felt those type of temperatures. And so our animals are not used to that. Whereas a lot of you folks deal with this stuff all the time, we don't. And so as much as I've done around here to get the bigs ready, as much hay as I've put out, not just for food, but for bedding, there's still that one worry of mine is Jamie's feathered babies. And that is my biggest fear as of now. So y'all have any ideas, please pass them on along. If you can direct us to any other pages, that would be cool also. I did check out Cog Hill Farms. I don't know that fella, but I have been told to check out his page for anything to do with feathered babies. And I don't see anything, though, about cold weathering. The only other guy that I've talked to would be Fidel, because he has lots of feathered babies, but all of his animals have been they were born and raised inside of a coop. So they know where to go every night, where our animals have not been cooped raised. So we have to actually pick up our chickens and carry them in. But ducks and geese, it's a all right, I've rambled on long enough, folks. Thank you all for loving and supporting us. And you guys wish us the best of luck with this upcoming cold blast we have coming this way. Cold blast?